Welcome back to another review video. Today we're going to talk about the scooter. I've now put over 50 kilometers on it. I've had it for almost 2 weeks, and I've bombed around and done everything I had initially intended to do with it, plus some more. And we'll talk about some of the pros and cons of this particular vehicle. For starters, it has lived up to every expectation I had, and some. One of my favorite things about this is the simplistic design, the ease of use, and the portability, which was a huge drawing factor to the scooter variant of the electric transportation versus an e-bike, from weight to folding down to size to everything. We'll get more into the Camaro and fitting it in the trunk later. But for now, this has worked great for taking in and out of the gym, carrying up and down stairs, and using in my daily life. The ease of riding and the ease of use of this particular vehicle is incredible. I've let almost 30 people ride it now, and every single person, a lot of which who thought these were really dumb, was really impressed with how smooth and simple and easy it is to ride. The controls are easy, like it just works. And some of the things that I was concerned about, like the handlebars being too narrow, because I work out, I'm bigger in the upper body, none of it's been an issue. This is really well designed, and the ergonomics from me riding it at 5'6" to a 6-foot person riding it to a 5-foot person riding it, everybody has had an absolute blast. Next, we need to talk about features. This is not the most feature-packed scooter on the market, nor is it the most feature-packed scooter Segway sells. This is the best I could afford on my budget, and this was designed to get me into the space. Rather than start with what I would consider to be like the best scooter for me, I wanted to start with something that would just be great all around. I didn't want it heavy, I didn't want it fast, I didn't want anything other than an overall great user experience. Very much like buying an Apple product. From unboxing to setting up to using, the app is great, sharing stuff is great, turning it on, riding it. The safety features have been fantastic. I ride a very expensive mountain bike. I will not ride it I try not to ride it in the dark or at night, and it is very important to have lights and different things and I've already been hit on this scooter with the lights on in broad daylight. People just don't care anymore. My safety is very important. I ride my mountain bikes, I take it off-road, I go do trails, I do single track, I do some more advanced riding, and I really do enjoy that. But for me to bomb around town, down the streets, sidewalks, all that kind of stuff, it does make sense to have all the lights. I'm not a fan of buying lights and strapping them to things. I just think they look awful. They vibrate and rattle and move, and charging them, you got to unplug all these different things and plug them in and charge them. This is integrated. I plug the scooter in to charge it, everything else charges and everything else works and is available when I need it. It's not I forgot to charge the headlight, so I'm just going to ride without a headlight tonight. If the scooter's running, the headlight's good to go. The only real drawbacks to the scooter are, one, price. They are not as cheap as I think they should be. I paid 900 Canadian for this, which is probably like 150 US, but it's very expensive up here in Canada. And I do feel like it might be $200 overpriced for what it is, but I don't decide that. I don't get to pick and choose what they charge for things, so I'm just stuck paying it. It's quick when you first ride it the first couple times, but then after that, you're cruising down the street doing 20, and you're like, I really kind of wish I had a little bit more. So I have ordered the battery pack, which we will get into in a later video. Subscribe, follow along, see how I tweak this to my liking. So the speed would be a little better. The range is somewhat deceptive. This is rated at 20 or 21 kilometers of range, and that's what it tells me when I charge the app. I maybe get 12 to 14. I'm sure on a perfectly level road on nice weather conditions that would be a different case, but that's not real. As well as cold weather, when it's down around 5, 6, 7, 8 degrees Celsius and I'm out riding. I mean, I'm in a winter jacket and a hat and gloves and everything, but the electric batteries just don't have the range, even remotely the range. Like, I'd probably be doing good to get 8 kilometers of range, which I'm hoping the battery will sort. Some of the hills in the area, which are steeper than the recommended maximum slope angle, the scooter does fine. Takes me up at 5. I only walk at like 2 to 3 kilometers an hour anyway, so I'm almost double my walking speed going up these fairly steep hills, and they're fairly short, so it's really not an issue. But I'm hoping again that the battery pack might keep it up around 8 or 9. and then I would really love to be cruising at 30. When I've been going downhill and doing 26, 27 kilometers an hour, the wind and the hair and everything, it just feels that much better. So to upgrade that would be a huge thing, which I will be doing. Lastly, we just got to talk about goals versus reality. I have bad hips. I was born this way. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm very strict about my health. I have lost over 45 pounds recently. I live in a beautiful area of the country, as you can see by the video that's been playing. And I've been somewhat trapped. I can't just go for 30, 40, 50, 60-minute walks, be it 1, 2, 5, 6, 7 miles. I just can't do it. My hips just get trashed, and I have to pick and choose between, am I going to put the time on my feet to work and make money, or am I going to put the time on my feet to go leisure and joy, and I can't do both. So I've chosen work, as probably everybody would. So this has allowed me so much more freedom. I went out this morning, it was 16 degrees Celsius, so it's a warm but not cold, like just a nice temperature. I went out, I cruised through all the paths, I went around, like I just had a really great time. It was a great way to start my morning, clear my head. I'm not making any noise. I didn't wear my headphones, but I could very easily put some light music on and go cruise around. It is so refreshing for me to be able to live what I would consider to be a normal life and be able to go just walk down the street and see what's going on, or walk down to the water, see what's going on. I've never had that luxury in my life, and this has really brought it back to me. I am a cyclist. I do mountain biking and stuff as well, but the bikes are just expensive. They're bulky. They don't fit in my car. I got to take a bike rack. Like, the list of things goes up, the convenience goes down, and my desire to do it is none. So this kind of brings it all back to me and allows me the best of both worlds. I can go mountain bike as hard as I want when I want to, and when I don't, I can just be anywhere in town at almost the drop of a hat. I've gone to open houses, I've gone to quotes, I've gone grocery shopping, I've gone to the gym, I've done everything on this thing, and it has performed flawlessly. It's really, really a great setup. And my gripes with it, or the things I would improve upon, are just because I bought a cheaper model. Would love suspension. Front and rear suspension would be over the top amazing. Obviously I don't have that, but the next one hopefully will. Segway's coming out with their GT series that are supposed to do 45k an hour, full suspension, look really cool, and go for a ways of distance. I'm very interested in that, and I'm hoping that I can use this to establish myself with some sort of a following in the electric market, and maybe use that to contact Segway in the future. Either way, I'm very impressed. I'm very pleased. I like that everything works. I like that I can show people the app and show them this and show them that. It's easy to ride. I watched a guy ride it on mushrooms. Like, he was high as a kite, could barely walk, and he was out cruising around on it. It is that simple to ride. Craziness. So, me being fully sober and of sound body and mind, I am having a blast. This has well exceeded my expectations for how much I would enjoy it. I got ridiculed to all hell when people found out I bought it, how much I spent. They thought it was ridiculous. This is just a stupid thing to buy. And then as I have shared my usage and done what I intended to do with it, they get it. And then they try it and they want one. Like, it's that simple. It's just like, that's stupid. Okay, I get it. Now I love it. Now I need one. It's such a cool future we live in, I guess. And when I look at, like, my Apple computer, my Apple Watch, my Apple phone, the way everything links together, I look at Tesla products coming out and how, your phone is your key, and this, like, it's so cool that these companies are just coming out with the most epic solutions to problems that I didn't even know could be solved. I've just had bad hips, and I just don't go for walks. It's just something I don't do, and now I can. So, thank you for following along. Subscribe for more content. I've been told to modify it. I can't really do a ton with it, but we will see what I can do. Battery is obviously coming. It's already been ordered. It's already been shipped. It's already on its way. And my excitement level is through the roof. This will somewhat complete my desire for what the scooter could be. And even if I got a new one in the future that has more features and suspension and bigger batteries, it's going to weigh more. Like a substantially higher amount. So this will still be in the stable. This will be like my run around town, give to a friend to run around town. My roommate's been taking it to fire training and visiting people around town. Like, this has become a commuting vehicle for the whole household. And it's just a scooter. Freaking awesome. Till next time, drive safe, take care, and behave as always.